Hey, how's it going? Don't adjust your monitor. This is, in fact, the shirt I'm wearing. And you're probably wondering who the hell I am, because you're smart people, and I'm obviously not Steve. I am a far more handsome Latin American man. I'm Dirty Sanchez. That probably doesn't mean anything to you. To Ryan, however, I'm one of his closest and dearest friends. He met in his Third Strike days, like way back when he probably could have beaten J.R. Gutierrez. But enough about that. Welcome to Season 3. This is Episode 1 of Cross Counter Live. And today's show, we have two people talking to us about some upcoming tournaments. We're going to have Alex Valle, president of Level Up, talking to us about SCR, and Rolando Brison of VXG, vice president of VXG, talking to us about the tournament it's coming up in the Caribbean. Funny story about Valle, he's actually the reason I'm called Dirty Sanchez. There was a tournament for Third Strike a couple years ago. I wanted to sign up as Alex. Not happening. I went up to him. I was like, hey, I want to sign up for this tournament. Could you put me down as Alex? He takes a good look at the bracket, looks at me. I'm Alex. So, not having a handle, because, I wasn't cool and I wasn't like Tetsujin 69 420. All I could go for was my last name, which obviously evolved into Dirty Sanchez, which, I mean, if you know what that is, I'm sorry. You probably found some really funny sites on the internet. And you should probably clean out your cache, because sometimes people will look at your internet history. But we should have a pretty fun show. We're also going to do a pretty fun top 10 list that I think you guys are going to enjoy, especially you stream monsters out there. Trying to think of anything else I could mention about Valle, because he is a Street Fighter legend. And, I mean, playing fighting games for over 40 years, that's really impressive. I'm actually looking at him right now. He is on his second bottle of glucosamine, doing some squats. He is looking pretty regular right now. Vi, put down the fiber one, dude. You can't. No, you're not supposed to take that much. Ah, Jesus. Well, if Vaya passes out mid-show, don't call 911. We're right on top of it. We have someone here with a defibrillator and some prune juice. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. Anything else I should mention? I mean, I should probably say this right now. If you like Steve, I'm sorry. If you hated Steve, you're welcome. And I'm probably going to be a lot better. I'm going to smile here like an idiot until they tell me to stop.
And I broke the stream. Are we still live? Is this thing? Is this thing on? It froze on my end.
It seems to be glitching.
Welcome back. The excitement. Oh, okay. Are we back? The excitement in this room could not be contained. The electronics around here can just not handle the energy and excitement. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Cross Counter Live. My name is Gutex, and I want to say what's up to my good buddy Sanchez over there, holding it down on the chat the chat room. It's not much of a chat room, but okay. Hey, we need a little. There we go. All right. There we go. Thank you, Sanchez. Anyways, guys, it has been so long. It's been 5, 6, 7, 8 million years since we've done this, but we're back. If you haven't noticed, it's just me and Sanchez today. There is no Mike Ross. My plan worked perfectly. Now I have not one, but 2 couches. And I can just, look, I can go like that, I can go like this, and I got it. It's like my plan, it worked perfectly, right? This was all part of the plan. No, that's not true. Unfortunately, Mike is not able to do the show. Mike is going to be moving to San Francisco. So instead, oh, and Steve is busy with his day job, but you know he'll probably be back here and there. But instead, you are stuck with me and Sanchez. So
What a
I'm
loser.
sorry, guys.
Day job.
I know, day job. we don't have those problems,
Nope.
right, Sanchez?
Unemployment.
Anyways, and we do have at least half a dozen people in here in the studio that are going to be suffering with Sanchez and I. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking with us. You know, I really have to say, on a serious note, it makes me feel so good inside that so many people were like, hey, Gutex, when's Cross Counter Live coming back? When's Cross Counter Live coming back? And so finally that day has come. And we have a couple of very special people to thank, one of which is Rolando Brison, who's going to be on the show later. That's our cue to clap. Yay! That's okay. We're all still learning here. It's okay. And Rolando is from the Video X Games tournament in St. Martin in the Caribbean, and they are basically 99.999% responsible for the return of this show. So thanks to them, and we'll be talking with Rolando later today. Tonight, rather, because it is late o'clock. And of course, the other guest that we have today is none other than the president of Level Up Series, Mr. Alex Valle, is in the house. Woo! Yes, and so we'll be talking with Alex about Level Up and SoCal Regionals, and I hear we have a very important exclusive from him. I can't talk. It's been so long, I forgot how to talk, guys. I'm sorry. But moving forward, we do have a great show, and it was a big weekend. First off, you know, I want to talk a little bit about Apex 2013, which was the tournament that happened in New Jersey this weekend. Okay, now the camera's there. See, yes, Apex 2013 was a great tournament. There were so many heavy hitters. Shout outs to Chris G from AGE, who took first place in Marvel. Yeah. Oh man, it feels so good to have some people in here. Yes. So he took first place in Marvel, and my Ryan brethren, Filipino champ from Complexity, took second place in Marvel, and then on Street Fighter, K-Brad from Fight Nation EX took first place. You remember K-Brad, of course, from bodying the world champion of Street Fighter 4, Infiltration. Sanchez, were you surprised that K-Brad was able to body Infiltration like that?
Surprised and impressed.
Surprised and impressed. I was also surprised and impressed that he was able to beat Demon Hio in the grand finals of Super Street Fighter 4. So it was them that took first and second place, and I'm very excited to announce that if you guys would like to see the finals of Street Fighter and Marvel from Apex, you can check them out on the Cross Counter TV YouTube channel, because that is the home for the Apex finals. So I'm very excited about that myself. But anyways, what else? Apex. Oh, and of course, I want to give a shout out to Jaxel from 8-Way Run. You can check out his tournaments that he streams called 8 on the Break from New Jersey, which is one of the last arcades. Actually, I've been there. I had the pleasure of going to 8 on the Break once, and it was a very cool experience. I believe Alex Valle has also been to the break too back in the day. Maybe we can get him to tell us a few stories about. Oh man! Oh, now I know which photo I should have. You guys will see it later. Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. I got the perfect photo that we'll have to show next time. Maybe I'll link it in my Twitter. Anyway, so let's get into the show. I mean, it is a brand new year. It's 2013, and at the top of every show in 2013, you have to, of course, recap 2012. That's just the rules of running a website or producing a live show about fighting games. So I wanted to just quickly recap the year in a way that only I know how, which is, because if you guys know me, you know that I spend all day, every day on the internet. And most of my time is spent looking at looking on Reddit in the /r/aw subreddit because that's where that's what makes me feel good inside. So I would like to recap 2012 by giving you guys a top 10 list of the top 10 memes, fighting game memes of 2012. So at this point, you guys clap and we say, yay, top 10. Oh, this is fun. Yes, the top 10 memes of the FGC of 2012. Let's take a look. What came in at number 10? Anything? Nothing came in at number 10. Ah, there we go, of course. Infrit on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at EVO 2012. Oh wait, put it back. Who won Marvel 3 at Evolution? Was it A, Chris G, B, Filipino Champ, C, Combo Fiend, or D, Infrit? Sanchez, what?
You know, it's a shame that he didn't win it, but at least he's going to get this answer right.
He is well on his way to becoming a millionaire. Coming in at number 9, of course, is the Tom Cruise from Top Gun throwing away Street Fighter Cross Tekken into the ocean. See you later, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, until it comes back in 2 weeks. Oh my God, make this game stop. Coming in at number 8, our good friend Combo Fiend. Ooh, goddamn! That was a good one. I like that one. That was one of my favorites. Number 7. I think it's a tie. This was both from Cross Assault, by the way. The WWE Esports meme with Mike Ross versus Jago, as well as Arturo Sanchez as Lee Harvey Oswald for ratting on poor Mike and Jago when all of that stage stuff happened. I mean, I don't know. This was just the things that I found funny. Coming in at number 6. Woo! Jackpot! The IFC Yipes memes from when he and the rest of the Rogateer crew was at the Cross Counter Studios. I'm motivated. Gravity squeeze. Look at those eyeballs, and they really tell the story. Coming in at number 5. The Chris G as Hawkeye shooting Filipino Champ. That was, of course, after Seasons Beatings 2012, where he beat Champ in a 1-15. Number 4, of course. Oh man, if we could just zoom. Oh man, I should have chopped that up better so you can see. This is the inappropriate Ski Sonic hands meme where Ski Sonic is just groping all of these beautiful women I don't know how he gets away with it. Like, Ski Sonic, if you're watching, please show me how I can show me, master, please. I want to learn. That next time when I'm at E3, Sanchez, hopefully I'll be a pro by then.
You have to study this man's technique.
I know. Hopefully he can write a book. Maybe
you cannot accuse this man of hover-handing ever.
No, he is the opposite of hoverhand. It's like, Sanchez, teach me the ways, brother. Of course, maybe he'll talk about that next week on Wake Up SRK, I'm hoping. And coming in at number 3, the FGTV fail bone. Hold on. Like, can we watch that again? Can we watch that one again? Oh my God. There's Hanzo, Gonzo, Siege. Oh my gosh. I hope those guys are okay. Shout outs to FGTV. Hopefully see you guys at SCR this weekend. Number 2 was one of my favorites. Of course, Marn Crone from the early days of Team Mart. Actually, this was before everything because Mart is wearing his Evil Geniuses shirt. What a great photo. I love the internet. And number one, Sanchez, oh my gosh. Number one, of course, is Ryan Hart going crazy, taking out Mago. Oh, Markman gets away, and oh, there's Kappa. Get Kappa! Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. One more time. That one was a little fast. This one, if you guys don't remember.
You gotta check out the smooth moves on Mark here. He dodges.
Mark sees it coming. Mark's like, I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Oh man, that was when Ryan Hart, he got a little upset and was suspended from his team. But now he's back. Everything's back to normal. Nobody remembers anything, right, guys? Nobody watches this show. But hey, those were the top 10 memes of 2012. And, oh wait, there were some honorable mentions. I forgot the honorable mentions. I mean, I couldn't. Of course, future Japanese old Gutex. That was one. That was pretty good. That was plastered all over my Twitter and Facebook. Thank you guys for that one. And then, of course, me and Arturo Esports Money was the animated GIF. Of course, that unfortunately we couldn't get that one animated. And then, of course, Mike Ross and Gutex, best friends forever. We're gonna take a quick break, guys, and when we come back, we'll have Rolando Brison from the VXG to talk about VXG. Sit tight.
Cross counter. Cross counter.
Welcome back. Thank you. And you guys are so sweet. Welcome back to Cross Counter Live. Before we bring on Rolando, I want to first, we have a few correspondents now that Cross Counter Live is back. This couch is empty. I can't do the show by myself. I'm incapable. So I have contracted, and these people are paid very well, of course. They're not paid very well at all. But the first correspondent that I would like to introduce is Will Wiley, who's been doing a little show called the FGC Weeklyarity, which you can catch every Monday on crosscounter.tv. Will went out onto the beaches, the sunny beaches. Wow, man, it's so cold over here in LA. The sunny beaches of Florida to ask people what they knew about esports. So let's take a look at this.
Hi there, I'm Will Wiley from the FGC Weeklyarity, and I'm here asking people on the beach of Florida about esports. Hi, what's your name?
Alex, Miranda.
Keith. Hi, you guys know about video games?
Yes.
A little bit? You guys are young, I'd hope you do. What do you two know about video games?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Good. What do you dogs know about video games? You beach people, you don't know shit about video games, do you? You don't. That's why I'm here to educate you. Let's keep it simple.
Black Ops.
Black Ops? Street Fighter, no?
Play Black Ops.
Like the Black Ops?
I have not played Black Ops.
Do you know that there's a fighting genre of video games?
A what?
You know Mortal Kombat? Then why don't you speak up? Why don't you speak? DC Mortal Kombat. These dogs don't know much about video games. Seagull, what do you know about the FGC? Seagull! Fucking bitch.
Well, the Black Ops is kind of like that, isn't it? With the zombies and stuff.
Black Ops.
Yeah, but I don't really know a whole bunch about video games.
It is a fighting game, kind of,
Yeah.
in its own sort of way.
Yeah.
There are
No,
knives.
I don't know about those other ones.
Imagine two boxers, but they throw fireballs out of their gloves.
Pretty dangerous.
It is pretty dangerous. Do you know what the esports stands for?
No.
No? You got a ballpark, maybe, an idea of what esports could mean?
No.
I'm the best player ever
Are
of all.
you?
Oh yeah, I'm famous on the internet about
I mean, which game is that you're famous about?
Street Puzzle Fighter HD. I'm the best.
Are you?
Yeah, it's same as Tetris, except you punch the blocks. Anyway, of these countries, who do you think has the better players? United States, Brazil, Japan, or Canada?
Canada or U.S.? Yeah, Canada or U.S.
I'd have to say Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
You're probably the smartest. I'm not gonna out these girls, but you're probably right.
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
America.
Japan?
Japan. I would say the U.S.
U.S. All right, now I've got a few players here, who you can tell me would be the better player. Do you think this guy's good, or that man?
I would say the younger fella.
The Asian gentleman?
This guy.
The big guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
The big guy.
The big guy?
That one.
The big one?
Yeah.
Okay. The fat one. What about you, sir?
I'm gonna have to go with her.
The fat guy's the best player?
Yeah.
Why did you choose him?
The technology that they have in their countries, and I know the kids are just consumed with these games.
How about you? Why did you pick this man?
He's fat.
Enough said. All right.
Sorry I hope that doesn't
No,
upset
no,
anybody.
it wouldn't upset anyone that I know.
Other than him, maybe.
Well, hey, it's Florida, man. What do you expect? Thank you to Will Wiley for that. You can follow him on Twitter at Willie Griffith. All negative comments can be directed towards him. All the positive ones can be directed towards me. Anyways, let's bring on my first guest, Rolando Brison. It's your boy Rolando from the Video X Games. Are you there?
Yes, well, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, yes, Rolando!
Damn it, it really worked.
Rolando! It's so good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on the show.
It's my pleasure and an honor. I mean, hey, I started this whole thing as a fan, so I can't help but feel a little nervous. The fact that, hey, on this show that I used to watch you guys, and here I am now actually supporting the show and helping it get back up. So I'm really proud about that. It was a no-brainer for me, to be honest. So congratulations, Gutex. You're the man, and I hereby, on behalf of the island of St. Martin, we actually bestow the highest honor and ranking that we can give to anyone. And from now on in St. Martin, you will henceforth be known as El Capitan Gutex.
Oh my God! El Capitan! Do I get a hat? I feel like I should get like a hat or something for that.
Yes, we'll have the ceremony when you come to St. Martin this summer.
Oh, I can't wait. El Capitan Gutex. Thank you, Rolando. I mean, all kidding aside, I really have to say thank you to you and the Video X Games and the St. Martin Tourism Board for being so sweet to me when I was over there, but now also, being so kind as to sponsor Cross Counter Live for the return. Just so everybody's clear, if it were not for Rolando right there, then you guys would not be sitting here watching Cross Counter Live today. So thank you, Rolando, for helping to bring the show back.
My pleasure.
So, Rolando, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the things that you guys have in store? I mean, last year, VXG was such an experience. I mean, we went straight from EVO, flew across the country, across the Bermuda Triangle. I was a little worried for a second, and then we ended up in St. Martin. It was a beautiful island, had an amazing time. Me and Combo Fiend and Mike Ross and all of DMG and Empire, everybody was there having a good time. And now you guys are running it back.
Yep. We are coming back, and we're going on a whole new level with this. I think as everyone is seeing, there's a lot more attention on what we're doing because we see we have a very unique and interesting product that we want to offer many gamers. I mean, we still have a lot of room to grow, but we do want to give people the experience of more than just gaming. You know, you come down here, and yeah, of course, there's competition. There's tough competition. I mean, by no means is the Caribbean players free, as many of you guys learned the hard way. So, you know, there is good competition here. But, you know, it's not all about that. We want a relaxed schedule. It starts at like 10, and by 5 o'clock, play shuts down, and it's time to go to the beach, time to party, eat some food, you know, mingle with some of the other gamers. That's really the emphasis of what we want to do. We're bringing more entertainment and social atmosphere to an esports event. That's really the aim of Video X Games, and it's really only possible because of the St. Martin Tourist Board. I have to thank them for their vision and seeing that this is a great tournament and a great way for us to make people learn about St. Martin. I mean, chances are most of the people watching the stream right now would never have known St. Martin existed if it was not for Video X Games. So clearly we're doing our job, and we just hope to see everybody down there this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. It was such a great experience, and I can't wait to run it back again. What can you tell us? I've noticed that you guys are doing a bunch of qualifiers, and people can actually win trips to VXG.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we do qualifiers in the U.S. as well and across the Caribbean. We also are working on a qualifier in Europe. But basically the ones in the U.S., it's called Destination St. Martin. We've already done one at Yumacon, which Justin Wong and Yipes won, so they have their all expense paid trips to come down to St. Martin. We just recently, this past weekend, as you mentioned earlier, Apex went down. Chris G won that prize. He's got his all expense paid trip, as well as K-Brad. And K-Brad, I'm very happy for him because the moment he heard about VXG, he was so happy and so excited. Look, I can't wait to go to this tournament, you know. And I'm actually very happy to see that he won it. Deep down inside, I have to admit, I was rooting for him because I know how genuinely excited he is about coming. I know how much of a fun guy he is. He's like the perfect guy to come down to the Caribbean. I know he's going to have a great time here. And it's really cool because most of the people winning qualifiers, pretty much all of them told me, like, Rolando, like, I know, like, you're going to cover us for, like, a week, but can I, like, pay extra and stay an extra week or something like that? Like, we had Perfect Legend that stayed here for, like, 3 extra weeks, you know, and that's also really cool. We want people to stay as long as they want. This is your vacation, FGC. You won't, you know, go to all your tournaments over there. Just reserve yourself some time to come and relax and enjoy yourself in a fun way. So that is really the purpose of the qualifiers. We just concluded also with Level Up Series, did a qualifier with Wednesday night fights and Thursday run back. Shout out to Alex Valle for that, for helping us out and helping us get the word out there. He's you know 100 times even more an amazing dude. You know, watching him as a fan back here and now meeting him in person and working with him. I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to work with him. We're definitely going to continue to work with Level Up Series. And coming up, of course, we're going to be doing some other qualifiers that are going to be announced over the next couple weeks. We're still working out a few details, but there'll definitely be at least another 6 to 10 tickets that's going to be given away before VHG comes around. So keep glued. Cross Counter will have a couple ways of giving away some tickets. I guess Ryan will announce those later on in the year, so they can look forward to that as well.
Yes. Cross Counter has been allocated 2 trips to VXG.
Yes.
And one of them is for me. No, I'm just kidding. No. They're up for grabs. I'm still working on the best way to do that. I think one of them is going to be through bar fights, and the other will be through Cross Counter. But if anybody has some really good ideas, feel free to let me know. But Rolando, I want to thank you for being on the show. I'm going to see you this weekend at SoCal Regionals.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. I was supposed to actually stay in the U.S. and I'm sorry that I couldn't be in L.A. But I had to come back to St. Martin to deal with some urgent work. So I'm trying to get through all of that right now and come back over. Hopefully next week maybe I'll drop by the studio and say hi again. And hopefully I do make it over to SoCal Regionals. I had to change my ticket, so I basically gotta buy a new ticket again to make it over. But I'm doing my best because I really want to experience that. And yeah, just hoping I can see you there, man.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, Rolando, thank you for joining us. Please follow the Video X Games on Twitter at the Video X Games, as well as check them out at thevideoxgames.com. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll come back with my next guest, Mr. Alex Valle. So sit tight. Yay!
Cross counter.
Shots now. Me and my girlfriend apart. Whoa, start again. I'm with the drive now. We going now. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa, lad. And them a girl that they all bad. Let's go to the beach. Make we have a party on the sun, girl. Take off your rock, me want to see you now your tongue. But suppose, make me use my touch, snap one. Now pretty belly skin, they ready to do the pan. You a generating brown in all of summertime. Umbrella bleacher. Cause I saw the summertime. So the girl them say them ready for the summer marathon. So me have to sing another summer song. So me ask you, if you're ready for the summer, let's go. Shout it out and let me know. Girl, everywhere we go. God, I go home, we know. Ready for the summer, let's go. Shout it out and let me know. Y'all everywhere we go. God, I know we know. If you're ready for the summer, let's go. Shout it out and let me know. Y'all everywhere we go. God, I go home, we know. If you're ready for the summer, let's go. Shout it out and let me know. Y'all everywhere we go. God, I go home, we know.
Cross counter.
Man, that feels good, right here. Thank you guys for continuing to watch Cross Counter Live. My next guest is a legend in the fighting game scene. He's been around for many years. As Sanchez said, not 40 years, Sanchez. I think you have your facts
I might be a
mixed
bit
up.
off on those numbers, but last time I checked, it was over 40.
Quite a long time. Everybody, please welcome Alex Valle. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Good to see you as always, sir. Have a seat.
I remember this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The couch is a little cold on that
It's a
side.
little cold. Mike, warmed it up pretty well last time.
It's okay.
It's all good.
okay.
It's all good.
Well, man, it's been so long since we've sat here and done this, but what's been going on, man? You've really been stepping it up.
Thank you.
Yourself, as well as the rest of the Level Up crew, has been building Wednesday night fights, and now you guys are coming into SCR. Are you? You've been working a lot, man.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go on our 4th year this coming February, and in the meantime, when I was building it up, I had like a day job, and I'm like, okay, you come up with a crossroad where you can keep doing what you want to do, right, and figure out a way to make it work, or you can do something that's semi-satisfactory and just be complacent all day. So you know how it is, right? So I pursued what I wanted to pursue, and I was the first of the team to really just let go of my job and go full force.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yes, quitting the day jobs to do fighting games fucking full time.
Yeah, but everybody though on the team is really committed, even though they have like crazy schedules with their work. And going on our third year, I knew that I need to let it go. I need to let go of my day job because I need to be the point guy for everybody at any given time, 24/7.
Yes.
To make things move forward, like adding another weekly. That's not easy stuff.
Right.
It's pretty crazy, but yeah, it's been really kicking my ass, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you being the point guy for everybody, as well as the point guy for many people in the FGC. I mean, you have positioned yourself to be quite the leader. A very prominent figure, a figure that also has his own memes. So I have a few memes for you, Alex Valle, so that you wouldn't feel left out of the fun, We went through, there we go, Valles. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the Marvel pill. The story ends. You log on to Xbox Live, play Wesker, and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the Street Fighter pill. You stay in Shoto Land, and I show you how deep the zoning goes.
You know how many times I've actually said this, but in a completely different way.
How do you say it? I mean, you must have like young guys that come to you and what do you tell them when they ask you for advice?
How do I get better? I meet a lot of people all the time, and I've never seen them play. And I mean, how do I get better? That question can take a long time to answer. So the best thing I can tell them is like, okay, well, you got to figure out if you want to take this to the competitive level, or can you handle losing, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. It's a really, really hard, but finding out, like, I can kind of tell if they're asking me the right questions. It gets me interested to help them out. Like, well, I've been doing this and I have no luck with it. I'm okay, then that's something I can react to. But if they're just like, how do I get better? So how do I win quicker? Or how do I beat this strat? Without really doing the work. And then that kind of turns me off because they just want the quick answer without doing the work. If you're not paying attention to how you're losing, then you'll never get better.
So define the work.
Oh, well, I mean, the work is curiosity, man. You got to be curious of like when I lose, I want to know exactly why I lost. Not because I'm mad that he got lucky. No, not every hit is luck. They're calculated risks. They can be anything. If I'm falling for the same pattern, I want to know how to get out of that. Get out of being mindfucked. But if you're not doing that research, you're probably not going to last that long. You're just going to get too raged and just keep it at the casual level. It is what it is. Either you're going to stick it out or you're just going to have a pastime with it.
Do you feel like now, when previous generations of players such as yourself and Watson and Schaefer and all those guys, and even, like older generations like the Third Strike generation, we didn't really have training mode, right?
No.
Do you feel like now anybody could be good if they wanted to be because they have training mode and they can practice throwing 100 fireballs in a row, or they could practice the combos or the setups? Does that make it easier in your mind? Like there should be no excuse for anybody sucking. Everybody should be good now.
Oh, well,
if they really dedicate themselves.
There's different, eras of dedication, I would say, because where we came from, that quarter was our means to play.
Every match was a money match.
Right. Every single match was a money match. And I've said this a lot of times before, today's generation takes that for granted because they can rematch, they can just play online in the comfort of their home, it doesn't feel as a great embarrassment losing at home versus...
Right. If I uppercut now, nobody knows.
Nobody knows, nobody cares.
I got nothing to lose, man. Right? Yeah. Nobody, who uppercutted right there? Was it me? Wasn't me? No proof. Nobody will ever know. But when you're playing in front of, an arcade full of people, or even if you're playing at somebody's house, or especially if you're playing on stage, such as at a major Road to Evo qualifier event, now you really got to think, well, what if I uppercut? What if I don't uppercut? What if I just sit here and block? What if I take this throw? What if I sit here and then take the next throw and the next throw? You know what? I'm just going to uppercut.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because what people don't know and that have not entered the competitive gaming tournaments is that when you put yourself out there and you make say a stupid mistake, everybody's gonna laugh at you.
Oh, yeah.
Or just like start pointing and be like, oh, this guy sucks.
Yes.
And you're
Or
gonna
you're
have
a
to
new meme.
Yeah, you're a new meme, and you just gotta have to eat that up. Yeah, but that makes you stronger. That makes you stronger. You will come back and be like, huh, what? Now what?
Yeah.
Right? That is why I'm still around. You know what I
That's
mean?
what drives you to
yes.
continue to compete.
Of course. Of course.
Even though now, you know, it's not, I'm not even going to say that you've shifted your role, because you keep your role as a player, but now also pick up the additional role of tournament organizer. So how does that go? I mean, how do you have the time to stay sharp, you know, and consistently? Because, you know, a lot of people don't know, or I don't know if a lot of people know, but with the Video X Games qualifiers that you guys did at Wednesday Night Fights, it was first and second place of Street Fighter that got to go, right? And you actually placed first in the season, so, but you were going to go anyways because of VXG, right? So then it was actually, you earned your spot twice. Once on the TO side and then once on the player side. So luckily for Kino and Online Tony, they get to go because you already had a spot. How do you stay sharp?
There's a new generation of players, and when Street Fighter 4 came out, I knew, you know, even though slightly even before that, just people getting interested in the new games, and why throw away 15 years of playing and not share it? You know, it's just, I want to see, like, you know, the next generation like beat my ass and just take that experience and make our scene better. You know, I think that's the next step of what I got to do. And level up is pretty much the foundation of that.
Right. And now you had mentioned earlier that, you know, taking that idea of passing it on to the next generation. Do you have something in the works that can help with that?
Yes. This is very exclusive stuff, and I pretty much tried to do this back in 2006.
I remember.
Yeah, it was 2006.
It was.
I was trying to bring the Rushdown. I had the Rushdown sessions back in the days, and it wasn't that too far away. And Afro Legends was that kid that really wanted to take his game to the next level, and he would come to my house all the time and play. And Third Strike was still being played, you know, around there. 2006 was a good year for me. That's when I beat, you know, who.
Yes.
Yes. So I was still playing that game, and I'm like, you know what? There's gotta be a faster way to, like, you know, show people how we're playing instead of, like, you know, YouTube or tapes or whatever. And streaming was too new for us, and it didn't really pan out as we wanted to until like later on. So Level Up came to be, but then we turned that into a weekly session. But it's just technology that, you know, our team understands, and I don't really know yet. I'm just like putting content to them and giving them a good show. But now we've sat down and the guys are like, hey, you know, we got enough equipment for you to stream at your home. Let's why don't you do something with it? I'm like, you know what, it's about time. So what I'm gonna do is start my own show at home. Actually, still on the Level Up channel, and it's gonna be called Rushdown Live. And,
Rushdown Live.
Rushdown Live.
Is the logo going to look something like that? I don't see a day of the week.
Good observation there. So, I'm, you know, the way I work, and I just throw ideas out there, and then I go for it. I try it. Okay. The plan for this is just kind of on the whim. Like, we have Wednesday Night Fights, we have the Run Back, okay? But, you know, some people are hungry for more stuff, and those are like our premium weekly events. How about taking a step back to training, You know, I mean, there's awesome players out there that have, you know, their streams out there, but they don't get a chance to stream all the time. So, and I still play once in a while. So I think it would be interesting to stream myself playing, you know, training mode a little bit, and then also interact with our subscribers that are actually subscribing to our Level Up channel. And one of the perks, actually, if you are a Level Up subscriber, is a training session with me. So I think bringing that training session to everybody, you know, would be pretty kick-ass.
Yes, I would be using the training sessions as straight-up customer acquisition for more subscriptions to Wednesday Night Fights and the Run Back, and of course SoCal Regionals.
Yes.
So this is going to be after SCR, right?
Yeah, this is after SCR. Date is to be determined when I start it up, but you know, just like any of our announcements, it should be pretty.
Are you going to do Tuesdays? You're going to do Tuesdays at 9 p.m., aren't you?
Hey, remember, this is my day job, so I mean, I can do it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, I feel like, the night shift is like totally spoken for, but why don't we get the morning shift going? Okay, here, I'll go at 11 a.m. and you go at 12 p.m. and then we can have the day shift and the night shift covered.
Let's go. Let's do
All right,
that.
deal. Yes, all right.
Let's do that.
So, speaking of SCR, you know, last year, I gotta say, you guys had such amazing production. You know, everybody on the team, Jimmy and Frank and AJ and of course Lewis, these guys are production wizards. You know, you guys consistently set the bar for, I would say, the rest of the tournaments, the rest of the year, you know. So it's cool that you guys get to go at the top of the year this time so that everybody's like looking to SCR for reference. I mean, what kind of stuff do you guys have in store for us this weekend?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but what I will say is that a lot of people have seen what ballroom tournaments are, how like, you know, bar fight presentation tournaments are, hybrid tournaments, little ones, weeklies, but like now the HD has been around for quite some time, and what's really important now is how we present the overall, you know, like what's in store for the next 5 years, not just the next year. You know, all eyes on us as publishers are looking, Capcom's looking, Namco's looking, you know, and I think what's important is if we're still just doing, you know, no offense to the guys that are streaming, if we're still doing like the webcam stuff and just one shot, you don't get to embrace what the scene is. So what we're preparing is our take on what the FGC should look like for the next
to get kind of like a more immersive experience, to get more of the feel of what it's like to be there. Because lots of times when you're watching streams, you know, of course, we got it down, so we got the commentators and we got the players. But lots of times, the players are positioned in such a way where you actually don't see that there's a huge crowd of like 500 people behind them. Like, what? I want to see the people. I want to see the signs. It's like, you know, when I was watching wrestling back in the day, one of my favorite things to do was look at the signs, and I want to see the signs. I want to see the sign that says, "Let's go, Justin!" You know, "Let's go, Daigo!"
Yeah.
Awesome. What about exhibition matches? You know, that's something that I'm pretty sure you guys didn't do last year.
No. Well, 2011. Actually, we did in 2010, like the NorCal, SoCal, and that I kept that dear to me, you know, as like something that we've done in the past during the arcade era. We've always done something like that, but it wasn't really focused as, I guess, a real main event. So, I think to add that feature to to SCR is going to bring in more spectators, the people that really they can't compete, or they know their barrier. You know what? They're gonna come out there and they're gonna enjoy a good time.
Yes.
And they're not always gonna be like playing, you know, on the casual stations because they'll get beat up. But But they want to enjoy their favorite player.
Yes.
And that's I think the next step into major tournaments.
You and me both, buddy. Yes, I agree. The exhibition match model, at least for me, and what I've been doing with bar fights is like See, I just whittle it down to just the exhibition matches, you know? Like, oh, we got time for tournaments. All we got is exhibition matches. So tell us some of these exhibition matches that we can look forward to this weekend.
Okay, so, well, first and foremost, we're a 3-day event now. We've always been 2. And starting with Friday is going to be all Street Fighter related stuff.
I love how you guys are the 3-day event so that anybody taking Friday off is going to have Monday off too. So you've basically given people a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Smart.
So, starting with, and thanks to Capcom for giving us the Cross Tekken version 2013 1 week before it patches. Yes, 1 week before it patches. It comes out the week after. So we're going to have 8-man invitational, pretty much the all-stars of the game. The guys have placed really high. Well, one, of course, Infiltration that won the 25th anniversary event and EVO. We got Justin Wong, we got Puerto Rican Balrog, we got Tatsu, he's also been placed really high in SF25. Myself, I was the coach of Cross Assault, so.
Oh, I guess that qualifies. I guess if you can coach a guy to $25,000, I guess you deserve a spot.
I guess I qualify. So, Peter Rosas, Mike Cross.
Cap Combo Fiend.
Cap Combo Fiend. So, and I've read up on like what people thought about it, and there is a concern out there that there's 2 type of people like for your game. You're protecting your game to make it look flashy and fun. That's one side of it. And the other side of it, there's these guys that can break down your game and prevent you from having that fun. So if you want your game to be competitive, I would rather watch the top players break it down to see how fun or boring it could be. Mm-hmm. Because if you're just doing your flash, you're basically doing combo videos on people that don't know how to play.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Who cares about that?
And yeah, you can watch that stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? But again, I really look forward to seeing what they can do with the limited amount of time they can learn what the new characters what the characters can do with the changes. Because from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. we're gonna have dedicated Cross Tekken version 2013 casual stations.
Nice.
And then the other side of it is the tournaments. So people will actually get to play all 3 days.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And
so that'll be Friday.
That'll be Friday. That's the first event. Next event is FGTV versus Wednesday Night Fight All-Stars 3v3 Arcade Edition.
So that's Filipino champ,
yes,
Puerto Rican Balrog, and Ricky
Ortiz, right? And of course, they're well-established, consistent high-placed tournament players. Versus, and these guys from Wednesday Night Fights, I give them my stamp of approval for the most consistent players in SoCal, and deserving of playing these guys in this type of exhibition, because either tournaments, it's like a flip of a coin, or I would say luck of the draw to even get
based
that
on brackets.
Yeah, so let's put out like the best of our area versus FGTV and see what comes out of it. I mean, I think it'd be a really great match, very diverse. There's no like one short killer to wipe out the team. It's really well balanced if you look at the matchups.
Right.
So
So
really
who's
excited
on Wednesday Night Fights?
Wednesday Night Fights, sorry about that, is AGE Snake Eyes, Mark Teddy, and DMG Online Tony.
Nice.
Yeah, the most consistent placers at Wednesday Night Fights. Results speak.
You know, I gotta say, FGTV, I hope they're playing AE, because I think will be surprised if they try to overlook any of those guys.
Right, and they're the guys that haven't won like majors, so
Right, but that's because they haven't gone to any.
But they're still like hungry.
Yes, the hunger fuels them.
Eventually will overcome.
So that's Friday.
Yeah, and one more headliner for Friday.
Oh, right. Oh, of course.
Yes.
It's
Infiltration versus Latif versus Seven.
Ooh.
Yes.
Is that Mad Cats versus Razor?
That is Mad Cats versus Razor.
I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
See more of that. I want to see the CEOs say, I'm gonna put $100,000 on Latif versus Mad Cat CEO, $100,000 on Infiltration. Let's go. It's like, in the old days when, you have the emperor and then their gladiators, and one of them is coming out alive and one of them is getting feed to the sharks for losing that 100 grand.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That'll be exciting.
So, that concludes our Friday exhibitions, of course, all Street Fighter. And then leading on to Saturday, when's Marvel, right?
When's Marvel, man?
So, so we're going to give you Marvel for the second half of the day, from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or whenever it is. So starting off with Filipino champ versus Deus Ex.
Ooh.
And I think
a lot of history in that match.
Yeah, there is some history. You want to enlighten some people of what?
Yeah, I mean, they played at Curly Mustache at the end of last year, but it was really before that. Like, it was like Champ kept calling out Deus Ex and calling him like Pelican or something. I was like, I don't really know. Maybe I'm not the guy to ask. I don't remember what sparked it. I just remember seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody fucked somebody's girlfriend, right?
Okay, you got it. You got it.
That's I mean, what else could make somebody so bad? I don't know.
How do you know these things, man? How do you know?
I should have said that.
Sorry, guys. He knows.
Yeah, secret's out.
All right. So after that match, we have Broken Tears Clockwork versus Clockwork versus Drew Grimy.
Ooh, Drew Grimy from FGTV. Yeah. Bane himself. I actually don't have the meme, but trust me, there is one. You can look it up on the interwebs.
Yeah.
Drew Grimy, one of the up-and-comers at FGTV, made a really big splash at Aftershock. Really just came out of nowhere, as far as I'm concerned. Took a lot of people by surprise. And Clockwork, of course, is the established veteran, Marvel 2 champion, recently getting picked up by Superbot Entertainment to be community manager for PlayStation All-Stars. I hope he's been practicing, because Drew Grimy is hungry. He's got to get that protein, man. He's like, Clockwork, you got all this meat on you. Let me just get my protein for the day.
As a matter of fact, Clockwork won the overall season 6 for the run back at Marvel.
Really?
So he has been practicing.
Oh.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned a little bit too, but then I saw his performance.
Oh, well then, Drew Grimy, I hope you've been,
And Ryan, you know what? As a huge fan of Clockwork for years, and with his latest performance at the Runback, like, he's really stepped it up, and that's why I'm willing to bet $50 on Drew Grimy.
All right, I'll put 50 on Clockwork, no problem.
All right, we're doing this.
All right.
All right. So
now I got somebody to cheer for.
Sweet. So we have that match, and next one is going to be really, really hot. It's Godlike B versus LXG Infrit. So we have a little international match going on.
Yes, B is the guy from Canada who beat Filipino champ in at Canada Cup in the brackets.
Yeah, he did.
And then beat Knives. Ah, man. And then
Canada has something to prove, man.
Yes, Canada gets very upset when you call them America's hat. And I think I didn't make that up. People tell me these things. Canada is full of friendly people, but the one thing that makes them mad is when you say that they're not as good as America at Marvel. So they're going to send B down here. Hopefully Infrit can defend America against our friendly Canadian invaders.
No, I think it's going to be a really good match. Again, a lot of positive feedback on that, and of course, a lot of SoCal love. But
yeah, Infrit, second place at Evo. Yeah. Him and his crew, Alex G, they consistently hold it down. I'm really looking forward to that match. And finally,
yeah, the headliner match of the evening. When's Marvel? Well, Broken Tears, Marlin Pie versus Peter Rosas.
Cap Combo Fiend himself.
Yeah,
is that legal? Is he allowed to play these games anymore? You work for Capcom. I feel like he has like some sort of Dead Sea Scroll somewhere that just tells him everything about how to play this game.
Well, we're fortunate enough to have him play. I would say we're lucky because since his move up to NorCal, we were wondering, man, when's the next time we're gonna see this guy play?
You're like, I got an idea.
And might as well. This will be his his sign off, match. Like, hey, thanks for everything.
Oh, geez, really?
Well,
I was just kidding about that.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, after this, we don't know where he's going to be.
Oh man, where
know
in
what I
the
mean?
world is Peter Combo-Fin Rosas?
Exactly. So we're very fortunate to have him play versus one of the EC's strongest Marvel players, and they're both fantastic in that game. And who doesn't want to watch those both players? They're the people's champ of both sides. So
Yeah, definitely. Well, Alex, I gotta say, SoCal Regionals is shaping up to be quite the kickoff to the Road to Evo season this year. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be down there all 3 days.
Yeah, and you might have a little special appearance in
Special?
there.
I don't know if I would call it a special appearance. I think you guys are just putting me to work. You're going to be cracking the whip. I am Gutex Unchained this weekend, man. I looked at the schedule. I saw the schedule. I was like,
Shout outs to Potato Head.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I'm just playing. No, I'm really excited. I'll be there doing the interviews on stream. I'm gonna have to find a different jacket to wear for the for the weekend, but it should be fun. I'll be working with Kelly, who's been helping us here with Cross Counter Live, as well as Megumi Bear, Megumi X Bear, Megumi Bear. I don't know if X is her middle name, but I'll be holding it down with them. And what else? Oh, also Rose from NorCal will be holding it down for the Cross Counter channel. She'll be shooting videos, but yeah, I'm really excited. It should be awesome, man. Where can people go to watch and to register if they want to come down?
So if you registration is closed for SCR, so you have to register on site, which is going to be on Friday from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm going to be there, so I'm going to be the guy.
That's
Better
better you than me.
Yeah. So if you guys are, have been procrastinating and not registering online, well, you have the final chance right here. And man, I've been getting bombarded with like, hey, what time is it? What time is it? So
it is early o'clock.
Yeah, let's just say like 2011, I signed up like over 100 people. So this is probably gonna almost double. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. And these are uniques too. They're probably gonna enter multiple events. So yeah, you do the math.
Right.
Yeah. So meet us at UCI, the ballroom that we're going to be at, Pacific Ballrooms ABCD. I'll be out there to take emergency registration, and if you can watch the stream at twitch.tv/levelup, twitch.tv/levelup like 2. And then we have 2 other streams that are going to happen, a dedicated stream for Persona and a dedicated stream for Mortal Kombat. Yes. And
so 4 streams total?
4 streams total.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
We are living in a new age. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming
you.
down. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Cross Counter Live.
Yay! Cross Counter.
I let the match that sparked the first flame in the age of discovery, the brave does change. I forged the fire of my reign on the edge of insanity I can't sustain. And yet I stayed, ready to face whatever the age and muster it could throw my way. Wanna over the ember, send it over the edges of legends, fear with a vengeance. I call my name. Where were you when the minutes were short and every moment you waited was something all too strange? I came from the days where the pain would have kept you spinning and it made you play. I call it a hunger, you call it something to wonder. I bleed into a thunder that you can't explain. I grew up in the age of arcades, where the only way you considered is what you made. I fear what fate cannot teach me. I see myself in rage. I see darkness cloak over the future, praying under the ink on my page. I stand amidst the black fog that clouds every psalm in a frightening weight, tightening its grip, worried I'm gonna slip whenever I'm getting hit, but I keep my pace. And my arms still shake. Who is afraid to face death like it's something that you can't embrace? Fear time, for what reason am I to back over the line if I feel it quake? I still can't break. Here is the moment you either make your mark or you save your grace. Fear what death? I ain't scared of nothing. You either fear legacy or you take its place. I see the world in my shadow. I see the future take hold. I stand against the last man, a fire in my hands as I speak my soul. I can't fold. Either I am stronger in the mind of the goal or I'm far too bold. There is no gold in the triumph of a role, but a spirit in the fight that can keep me whole. In my prime, I am the strength of every rhyme defined that can keep me live. Revived into the minds of those ready to find and fight over the climb to reach my height. And I ain't afraid to make whatever the range is left over the grade just to take my start. Make my mark. I ain't dead yet, wanna kill me off, but I take my heart. And I ain't scared of the rest of prepared for the test to observe the end from fair. Those who would share would die like the air had lungs here bare. I just wish for the wear. Come too far here to fall too long, and to wither away gonna be thought too wrong. You either go for broke or you die choking. Do I look unfazed here like my breath's all gone? Nah, cause you ain't gonna break me now. Let my legs give out and I lose my sound. I am the definition of quintessential existence, and I'ma keep the position unless you murder attrition or wish it into a victim. Till then you just gonna listen, cause you ain't changing, be different, cause yo, I ain't gonna back down. Just so the lights go down, burn out in the middle of the stage as my hands grew cold. I saw the flashes fade through the masses, fire turn to ash and the new grow old. And I hoped as the earth seemed cloaked in the shadows of the ends of the city I broke, that wished my demise as they closed my eyes while they laid me down, and I whispered no. Who said that the lights stay cold? My Arcadia screams as they turn me on. Who said the city had died out whenever I cry out and they hear my song? I bleed ink from the edge of my palm as the time fears me and it seems so calm. You can tell me it's nothing more than a steady, and none of us at the ready, and he seems so raw. I don't fear time, fate is moving my page, is something to stay while the light still shines. I am the blueprint definition of music, shouting over the proof that you can't unsign. I don't fear the future which people see as a clueless illusion, like we are all but the last in line. Well, I'ma keep rocking the asphalt with an uppercut and a knockout, saying this one more time. I see the world on my shadow, I see the future take hold. I stand against the last man, and fire in my hands as I speak my soul. I can't fold, either I am stronger in the mind of the goal, or I'm far too bold. There is no gold in the triumph of a role, but a spirit in the fight that can keep me whole. In my prime, I am the strength of every rhyme defined that can keep me live. Revived into the minds of those ready to find and fight over the climb to reach my height. And I ain't afraid to make whatever the range is left over the grade just to take my start. Make my mark. I ain't dead yet, wanna kill me off, but I take my heart. And I keep on moving, keep my aim till I'm all but dust and my patience drained. But I still remain in the spirit of a name that is more than a game for money or for fame. There is power in the words that can strike in a third, with a mic and a verb and a hunger and a thirst. To be more than a stone that they step for the bones, like I never came up, like I stayed here alone. With like half of the impact, people who think back telling us after the last act we wouldn't go past that. I am the honesty, second star of the prodigy, something you always sought to be. Honestly, I'm a prophecy, I ain't dead but I ought to be. I ain't ready to turn whatever stuck in me audibly. None of you people stopping me. World warrior, I live for the fight. Been 25 years and I'm still damn hype.
Cross counter.
Thank you. Welcome back to Cross Counter Live. Whew, I'm so glad that nothing caught on fire. I was convinced that there would be a huge earthquake, I would get struck down by lightning or whatever, but I think we've made it to just about the end of the show. I want to thank my guests, Rolando Brison from the Video X Games, as well as Alex Valle from Level Up for coming on the show. Yay, it was so much fun. And of course, man, I wanted to give a quick shout out to our good buddy Marn. If you guys don't follow League of Legends, which I don't, but the roar on the internet was so loud I couldn't help it. But if you guys didn't hear, Team Marn, Mr. N himself, made it into, as well as Clayky D, who's also on the team, made it to the season three of the League of Legends qualifiers in North America. So congratulations, Team Marn, holding it down for fighting games in esports. Oh my gosh, congratulations. I'm going to see if Marn has a little time to sit down this next weekend at SCR. Maybe we can get a quick interview, or maybe we can have him on next time. I don't know. I hit up Marn and I was like, hey dude, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to come down to the show? He's like, yo, I'm finding a beach house for my team. And I was like, all right, man, handle your shit, man. Do what you got to do. So props to him. And finally, we got some footage from Apex. As I mentioned earlier, the Apex Ultimate Marvel as well as Street Fighter 4 finals will be on the Cross Counter channel mañana. Oh man, look at that. Oh my God. That's how. Oh, maybe we should just cut it right there. No, maybe we shouldn't cut it right there. But anyways, it was Chris G versus Filipino Champ. What a crazy set. So that'll be up on the channel tomorrow. And of course, Bar Fights is going to be next weekend, January 27th, at District Barbecue in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, which is the same spot we did it last time. There's a flyer somewhere that is being prepared. But hopefully we're gonna have some really good matches. Oh, look at that. Oh man, it's so cold. It's fucking freezing here in LA. And so the frost has moved on to the flyer. So you can go to barfights.eventbrite.com. We'll have some matches announced soon. I'm out of breath. It is time to eat and go home and prepare for SoCal Regionals this week. So thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you to Sanchez for holding it down. Sanchez, you gonna be at SCR this weekend? Sanchez, you gonna be at SCR this weekend?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be running at the Broken Tier booth until Coogie fires me.
Excellent, excellent. I will also be at the Broken Tier booth hawking shirts as usual. Thank you guys for watching. You can check us out on the YouTubes and Twitter and crosscounter.tv. I'm out of breath. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you later.